So we are in an autonomous
All right,
driving
welcome everybody.
vehicle.
It's Alex here. We're here with Lee Barrett and Jerry from This Is China, and we're on the iVista China with Chow in the back, and we're on the iVista Grand Challenge 2020. Now this is man against the machine. As you can see inside Lee's car here, we have basically showing some of the autonomous. Who's the driver with you, Lee?
He's there for safety reasons. I think we're just at the start line at the moment, lining up to get the go from the sort of marshal here.
All right. So basically it's all hands off. You're letting the car drive for themselves through an obstacle course.
I believe that's what's going to happen. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, great. And Jerry, you're in another car. I guess you're a little bit ahead of Lee. Tell us what's happening in your car, Jerry.
All right, cool. So we are basically at the end of the track right now. This guy, as you just saw, he has no hands on the steering wheel. We went through booby traps. There's cameras all over in this car, as you can see. This is a pretty awesome ride, man. This is a pretty awesome ride. We just made it through the finish line, and the car is stopping by itself right now. My God,
Jerry,
guys,
show us the internal setup that you got there, Jerry. Show us the internal setup, and if you get out of the car, show us what the car's like.
All right, cool. So here's the driver, or not really the driver, just the observer. But here's the guy behind the seat. We've got equipment all over in this car. I guess this box allows them to direct the car and navigate the car throughout the road. And yeah, man, this is pretty much it. It is stacked with cameras in here. There's a guy at the back operating the whole car with a computer screen. It looks like a flat screen at the back of the seat here, which is pretty cool. There's another one here. And as you guys can see, there's a goddamn keyboard lying at the back. This is how they operate these cars. And I just literally put my life into AI's hands, man. And I can tell you, we went through booby traps. Pretty damn cool. Let me show you guys outside. We are finished here.
So,
okay, so if you're joining us from Lee's audience, what we've it looks like our chats are disabled, but stick with us. We'll try to work that out, and we'll go to Lee and Lee's audience in a moment. Here, we're here with Jerry from This Is China. So hello to Jerry.
Thanks.
This is China's audience and iChongqing's audience, and just so you know, Jerry, I don't know if you can hear me. Lee is in another car behind you, and he's about to start. So we'll take him through that. Show us the car, cool. Jerry.
Okay, so we're off.
Hang on, we're going to Lee now. We're going to Lee, Jerry.
Cool.
So we're off. As you can see, we're moving along. The guy has not got his hands on the wheel at all. We are heading up towards about 30 kilometers an hour right now. You can see that from here. But the guy's just sitting there. He's not touching the wheel at all. Down the course, there will be various obstacles, I think.
How fast are you going, Lee?
He's doing we're just under 40 kilometers an hour at the moment.
And does the car drive without, like, the brake pads and the throttle are all done by themselves as well?
Yeah, the guy doesn't seem to be touching any pedals. There's no hands on the wheel at all. It's kind of weird. So it's the first time I've ever been in a autonomous car, and it does feel kind of weird, man. Well, I think as we go down here, there might be some sort of obstacles on the road. It seems to be keeping a good. Oh, it's applying the brakes now as we're going down this hill.
Jerry?
Hello.
Wow.
If you like, we can go.
Hang in there, Jerry.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, sure. I just want to get Lee when they
It's kind of weird seeing that no hands on the steering wheel. That's really, really weird.
So what kind of car is this, Lee?
I don't know the model. It's a Way, W-E-Y. I think for the competition they're all using the same car, and they're fitting their own sort of electronics and sensors on the same car to make it fair. across the whole of the competition. There's actually 15 teams involved in this, and there's a panel of judges which are sitting in a room some distance away, and in that room they have five or six screens, and they are monitoring all the cars from different cameras on the car, and they're marking each car on different sort of ways it handles different obstacles. And at the end, there'll be obviously a winner announced, I guess.
Interesting. You got some driving conditions with rain and everything there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not raining really heavy, but it's kind of moderately heavy here. It's just kind of weird seeing the car sort of navigate around the road without the guy even touching the steering wheel at all. That's so strange.
We're
coming to a hill now. And we had a run in a car. We're actually going not that fast in this one, but we were in one sort of earlier, and they were doing kind of 100 kilometers an hour, avoiding other cars on the road and stuff like that. Again, autonomously. That was kind of a little bit scary to be going that fast, you know. Again, no hands on the wheel at all. And we got Ollie in the back here. Oh, we've got no chat available on our channel.
Yeah, I've been trying to work with that. It's just saying it's disabled.
Don't know why that is. It's a ongoing issue with Google, which we've been trying to sort out for a long time, but we'll get there eventually.
The good thing, Lee, is we've got some great footage here now that you might be able to use a little bit later to re-upload. So to get this, to understand this correctly, you have a driver in there, but he's not driving. He's not working the steering wheel or the throttle or the brakes. And this car is navigating up and down hills through rains and through various obstacles. Is that accurate?
Yeah, so we're coming out to some sort of obstacles on the road. As you can see, there's a couple of cars. There's one sort of just here on the right, so it's avoiding that. And then we are avoiding these stationary cars here. That's a slow-moving car on the left. And then there's another car here on the right, which hopefully we will navigate around very shortly. Again, as you can see here, no hands on the wheel whatsoever. So the car's now sort of steering around this sort of slow moving car on the right hand side as we just coming past there.
Hey, Mikael, how are you there? Where are you? We're watching Lee Barrett drive in the course. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm standing at what must be the staging area. So behind me here, that is where all the cars started from. So the track actually starts from here, and they go on that 10-kilometer long journey throughout the obstacles and the whole course, where the cars are obviously driving all by themselves. It's a rainy day here in Chongqing, so we're trying to stay in cover as much as possible. I would love to just walk out among all the cars, but I'm going to try and just stay in outside of the rain for a bit.
Okay, so currently what we're doing right now is we're watching. Yeah, we're
just approaching this car.
It looks pretty scary, actually.
We broke quite sharply there, and now it's navigating around these other two cars on the road. So we just come around the one on the right. He's slowing down slightly. He's now navigating around this one on the left. And again, as you can see, the guy's not touching the wheel at all here. Car's completely doing this. So we're accelerating now. We've passed that car again. Back up to kind of, 40 kilometers an hour here. And sort of got a clear road in front now. So accelerating up to 45, 50 kilometers an hour.
We have champion in our car.
Huh?
Champion. They are players.
So 1 second here, Mikael, how many cars are taking place today? How many cars are driving in this challenge? And maybe if you could up your, it's hard to hear you a bit. Maybe your microphone could go up a little bit higher, if possible.
We can adjust it. Is that better now? I may have to just come closer.
Yeah, go as loud as you want.
Sure. Today's competition had 15 cars participating, and so they started at around 9 o'clock this morning and have been going on until just about when we started the live stream here. I think maybe 3 or 4 cards. And
So we've now got to the finish line.
To complete, and then a couple of minutes to reset, then have the next car starting on. So 15 cars in total.
Okay, Lee, we're going to go to Jerry. I think Jerry's wrapping around one time here. Okay, guys, 1 second. Jerry, are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me, Alex?
Yes, I can hear you. This is a little bit tricky for us to navigate, but we're getting there.
All right, so
we got Mikhail at the start-finish line, and Lee's just been rolling around. Are you ready to go yet, Jerry? When you're ready to go, give us the thumbs up, okay?
Okay, so we are ready to go. I want to tell you guys, we are in the champion car. So basically, this guy's won the competition yesterday. So we got the lucky car, I guess. These guys know what they are doing. Again, as Lee said, no hands on the steering wheel. We are ready to take off. Lee Barrett is in that car right in front of me there.
Oh, he is? In the black car there.
Yeah, there's Lee. There's Lee. So Lee is right next to me. All right, so we are ready to go for the second round. I just want to show you guys this. It's like...
What do you reckon to that, Ollie?
Sorry, go ahead.
It's so sophisticated in these cars, man. It's like a real computer system, man. It feels like I'm in space right now, in a spaceship. So we are going on a second run. There's a black car in front of us, and just around that corner there, we have booby traps. So you want to stay tuned to see how this car performs when there's an actual car dead still in the middle of the road. So this is our guy. He's even on his phone.
Sound like something I would want to experience without a driver.
Absolutely. So the booby trap is right in front of us now, Alex. You will see it right now. It's a white car in the middle of the road. It's raining. I am in the front of this car, so it's pretty much scary, but I put my trust in AI today. So let me show you guys the booby trap. Did you hear that alarm in the car? That means there's 2 booby traps right now in front of us. Jesus, this car is swerving to the left right now. We just passed 1 booby trap, and there's the second one. And this guy has got no hands. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. And we are doing about 74 miles an hour, 74 kilometers an hour. And there's another booby trap right here, and they made it more difficult. Look at this, Alex. This is crazy. Wow. All right, so there's one there, and there's a car literally stopping in the middle of the road. We're going to the right now, and there's cars all over at this moment in the middle of the road. And AI is navigating us through these booby traps in the conditions we are in right now, which is raining, slippery roads, people next to the road. So all these people put their trust in AI. So by the way, we are going through curves. It's an awesome experience, guys. Shao is right here at the back. She's got a big smile, so she's not scared. And we've got the best team that won yesterday.
Player. Actually, now we are on the way back to the beginning because we want to see through this one ride is very fast.
All right.
Experience it again.
So we will do it again, they said. But this is what's happening in my car right now. It's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. It's an awesome experience, I can tell you guys.
Well, congratulations.
Not quite sure where our car is.
Lee, where are you right now?
Okay, we're at a kind of finish area, but I'm not quite sure what's going on right at this point. I don't know where our car is.
Shouldn't they be giving you a bottle of champagne or something like that?
This is a sort of an administration area here, and this is where they were monitoring the. Just a bit further up, they're monitoring the live feeds, which they're sending back to the judges' centre.
Okay, and Mikhail, where are you? Are you at the start finish? Are you near Lee and Ollie?
No, so there are different areas. So the route isn't a complete circle. So where I'm standing is where the cars start from. Where Lee is
Okay.
standing now is where the track ends. So that's two different places. I'm just standing here by
Um,
myself watching the show.
Lee, can you hear Mikhail? Okay.
I can't hear Mikhail.
Yeah. So, Mikhail, maybe what you can do, I'm not sure if you're on a wireless mic, maybe you can just use the mobile mic. That might work better.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll
For
try
some
that.
reason, your microphone is getting the volume on it lower. So we would love to hear what you got to say down there. So maybe if you're running something wireless, maybe just pull it out and see what we can do there. We'll work on that.
Questions, just ask.
Okay.
We will start again. Like
Cool.
this route.
Cool.
Jerry, how was the ride?
Man, it's crazy. So what's going to happen now? Let me just explain to you guys. So we are going to get a professional in the car right now. And the guy is going to answer some questions. If there's people in the chat that's got some questions, shoot them in right now, because we're going to do one more lap. And then after the lap, we're going to come back. But I suggest you get every question you are possible, every question possible, that we can ask the professional in the car right now.
Okay. We're going to go over to Lee and we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, Jerry?
Cool.
Lee, I don't know if you can find Mikhail around there.
Oh, we're not by Mikhail. He's in a completely different location to us.
Okay, all right. Mikhail, did you get your volume sorted and your microphone?
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Still not very good there, sir.
Maybe the signal where I'm standing isn't the greatest.
Yeah, okay, I'll come back to you in a bit if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, Lee, I'm on camera with you now, full on camera. Are you going to get another crack at it? Are you going to get back on that road one more time?
I'm not quite sure what's happening right at the minute because I don't know where our car is.
It seems to have left without us.
It seems to have left without us, so I presume.
Ollie, how was the drive?
The drive was interesting. Yeah, I've never been in an autonomous driving car before, so.
But if somebody came and picked you up in a taxi like that, would you be comfortable with no driver?
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with like brand new tech, which might leave me a bit vulnerable, but I do trust these cars, and you can tell. If companies like Tesla and other Chinese cars that are doing autonomous driving, they have all this data feeding back to them, which helps them learn how to maneuver and how to switch lanes. And when you're in there, it doesn't feel unsafe. But then again, our car wasn't driving very fast. It was going maybe 30 kilometers an hour for most of it. So we'll have to see when it goes a bit faster how we feel then.
Yeah, on the highway or something like that, right?
Say again?
You know, if you were taking that on a motorway doing 130 kilometers, I'm not sure how you'd feel.
It'd feel a bit different. Yeah, definitely feel a bit different. But right now, we're just under a bit of a canopy kind of thing, because it's unfortunately raining today. But it's all good. We've got, as you can see, I got my trusty, whatever they're called, on waterproof jacket, which is pretty fashionable. So I'm happy with that.
And Lee, how many days are you guys in Chongqing now for?
I think we're here till the last day is the 19th, and we fly out on the 20th. So what's today? So it's about six days, something like that.
Okay, what can we expect? You guys are doing another live stream tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're doing a live stream from a Tech Expo tomorrow. Yeah, that should be kind of cool. Looking forward to that, seeing all the new technology, what they've got going on there.
Okay, good. And Jerry, are you back again? Are you going another time? And why are they letting you go so many times and not Lee?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why are they letting you go and not Lee? What's going on?
I have no clue. I have no clue. Sce Ol organized this, but we are in the best team. That's all I know. And we've got a professional here. This guy can speak English. So if there's any questions, you can ask him any question and he will be happy to answer them while we drive.
Okay. When is Jerry going to get to 100,000 subscribers?
Oh, man.
Well, we'll
Man,
try
that
and
is-
get him there as quick as possible.
And just so
well,
whoever's
hey, man,
joining
I
from
can
the
tell you
channel-
what.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, this is an awesome experience hanging here with the Barretts, here with iChongqing. I must tell you, it's super, super cool. It's raining, but the rain doesn't even bother us because it's just a fantastic experience, man. I can tell you that. It's the first time for the first time in my life, I've been driving in a car with a guy that don't put his hands on a car, so on the steering wheel. So it's kind of scary, but cool at the same time. So, but yeah, we have a professional in the back. We have a professional in the back. Is there any questions that we can get him talking?
Mr. Zhang.
Mr. Zhang is his name, and he's part of the best team participating in this competition right now. They won yesterday, and today they will win again. So let's get some questions to Mr. Jen.
Well, one question I have is, and I'm very curious about this, is if both cars are managed by the machine, why is one machine better than the other one?
Okay, so he's asking basically. Whoa, we are taking off. My gosh. Wait, let me get that question again, Alex. This car is going real fast. This guy don't have his hands on the wheel. Get us that question again.
Why is one machine better than the other machine? Why does one perform better than the other?
All right, so he's asking, why is one machine better than the other one? What makes them different?
Our car has a greater brain.
Oh, okay. So they said our car we're driving in has the best brain system inbuilt into this car.
That's a bit worrying.
Yeah.
Well, like Alex, you want to ask that what techniques that are better, right? What kind of reaction make it in the champagne, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have three kinds of techniques.
I've just got some chat.
Good job in decision making and control. That is.
Oh, so we just. Jesus.
Show us the road, Jerry. Show us the road.
I'm gonna flip this camera around. Man, I nearly pee-peed in my pants right now. Let me get this camera around for you guys that you can see. Anyway, so the guy's answer was technique, and basically the brain is better than other cars. But we are going through booby trap. The car nearly stopped dead in its tracks right now with us moving from 80 kilometers to 0. So
is everybody wearing seatbelts?
Yeah, we must wear seatbelts, but in the back, the people don't wear seatbacks. They say they trust this AI. It's their car, their brain, so they are fine. It's just us in the front at the moment.
So I'm going to read you some comments, Jerry, coming in. Somebody said, tell them to give up. Autonomous cars will not have any chance to work reliably in the near future in 10 years.
Oh, wow. I'll tell that to the professional. Guys, so there's people saying this cars will never work in the future. What is your thoughts on that?
So, Michael, if you're just joining us, this is basically man against the machine. It's a series of 15 cars that are competing against each other without, driverless cars. Okay, we got some other ones. Greetings from Toronto. Somebody is passing on to Ollie that he has an amazing new haircut. So congratulations on that, Ollie. Let's see.
Have a look at this. There's 2 cars in the road right now. And we are stopping.
Yeah, the comment was, he said, Jerry, tell them more and more companies in the U.S. are giving up self-driving. Why still waste money?
Wow, that's a good question. Can I ask them?
Yep.
All right, so they say many companies in America basically gave up this project of creating this autonomous cars. They want to know, why is China still spending money on this? Alex, she's getting the question. I just want to tell you guys, this is a weird experience, man. This is weird. And this guy is confident.
How's that then, Jerry?
So confident.
Hi, Ollie, are you back?
Yeah, we're back, but we're still waiting for someone to come and rescue us.
You're still without a ride, huh?
So I'm coming to pick up Ollie and Lee now. We are here.
It seems our car's here now.
That is, we just finished the finish line and they made us stop.
Maybe.
So did we get the answer?
Actually, he said like in some set scenarios, they are still progressing the techniques that can be used. There is always a place.
There's hope, right?
Yeah, there's always place to use.
Move that way, this one.
So Alex, thank you. Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're just going to be going to Lee in a second here.
We're going to leave for a second.
Okay, we are trying to work out if one of these cars is one that we need to be getting. Because our car seems to drive off without us.
Maybe they didn't like us as passengers.
Hey, just jump in front of the car, see if it stops.
That's a good idea. Go on, Dad, I'll leave that up to you.
What? I missed that one. Sorry.
Jump in front of the car and see if it stops.
Yeah, I know.
See if the autonomous driving.
That's crazy. I did that with a drone, didn't I?
Yeah.
They're a bit nervous with the car.
So, okay, so Jerry, you've had a few laps around. I mean, would you buy into this concept? Would you take a driverless car?
Absolutely. You know, just to get back to your question that you asked this this professional, he says that China believes, regardless of what the US are doing, they believe that there are a market in this and there's room for improvement. So they are rushing to get all the technology done and all the preparations ready to get these cars on markets. What I can pick up from these people, they are pretty much, they believe in this, man. They believe in this. And to get back to your question, if I had the money, I will definitely do this, because think about it. You can sit and eat a Big Mac burger while listening to your music, or even watch a vlog while your car is driving and driving safely. So if I have the money, man, I will buy a car, but I will buy your car with the best brain. So I will buy their cars. Definitely this company. They know what they are doing. Are you university or company?
University.
This is the university, guys. That's why they are so confident. So, by the way, that is why they are confident. Okay, so I'm going to get out of the car now, right?
I think we're still in the car can take us back.
I just want to show the people how the car look like before we go over to Lee and Ollie. So this is the winning car from yesterday, and apparently this is the winning car for today. So I am blessed and very happy to be part of this team. But look
Jerry,
at this.
can you focus in on that camera on top of the vehicle? Can you?
Yes, sure,
Can
sure.
you show?
Have a look at that.
Yeah.
Where is it now? There it is. So that is how they navigate through the roads and also collect data at the same time.
Okay, and is there other sensors around the automobile, like?
Yeah, as you look here on the top of the car, these are all controls for the team to navigate these cars safely, and the AI to navigate these cars. And he just said all this stuff is sensors and data they collect on these trips that they can better the car on the next lap. Apparently, they do updates and work on the car while you do the lap to get it better for the second lap. How crazy is that? So they basically update software constantly while you go around these laps.
Right, okay. All right, very well. And looks like we might get back into the car with Lee. So tomorrow we have a pretty interesting stream. Tomorrow we're in the show on the floor, and that's the Smart Excellence.
They are in the car now.
Oh, they're back.
Oh, there they are.
They're there.
Where are they?
Lee, we're sending somebody to you.
Look at this.
Yeah, Lee's trying to say something.
I can't hear clearly at the moment. Sounds a bit of an issue.
Oh,
Jerry.
Oh, we're just
There he is.
Okay, all right. All right.
I'll go.
Ollie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ollie, I didn't think Jerry was that tall.
No problem.
Look at me. Look at me. There you see me in real life, man. Yeah, a lot of people say I'm taller than what they think.
We're getting in. We're getting in.
So,
Yeah. Finally, we're in.
how is this going to work?
Oh, let's mute.
Wait, Charles, get it.
Okay, so I'm joined here with Jerry from China, Lee Barrett, and it looks like Xiao has managed to get into the car again. And Mikhail is actually filming everybody from a distance here at the start-finish line. And Jerry, you're in the car. Who's all in? Where are you guys in another car?
We are in the same car, brother. This is kind of weird. So I'm going to keep quiet, let the Barretts talk.
Yeah, I'll mute you, Jerry,
okay.
and let Lee and then go.
Yeah, okay.
So if the Barretts could unmute their microphone, that would be great, because we're going to your camera now, guys. Jerry, can you tell Lee to unmute his microphone? Sorry, Jerry?
I said the Barretts already unmuted their mic. Maybe it's on your end. Just double check, Alex.
Yeah,
they are
I'm
already.
doing it.
Okay,
Not
cool. So you
happening
can mute me.
I've just lost their signal, but that's okay. They'll come back in.
Well, I can give my phone to them. They can use this one.
Yeah, please do.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna give it over to them. Here you go, Ollie. Rock and roll, brother. Hello.
Hey, Ollie, how are you?
This is getting complicated now. Once I connect it. Yeah. Oh. Bear with me.
对，去10点。
Okay, good to go.
So it looks like, are you guys in a black car right now?
We are in a white car, actually. So quite the opposite. Yeah, it's all happening at the moment. Let's spin you round anyway.
Please do.
Bear with. Let me try and spin you round. Ooh. Okay, so we'll go here. Yeah. Right, we're going to the back camera. Oh, sorry about this, everyone.
There we go.
We are. So here we are in the white autonomous car, and so right now he's got his hands on the wheel, but I think in a couple of seconds he is not going to be driving, which is kind of wild. Imagine saying 20 years ago that you'd have driverless cars. Actually, in the film Back to the Future, they did say there was going to be flying cars by now, didn't they?
I got a question now, guys. What's powering these cars? Is it battery power? Or is it what is powering the cars?
It is battery power, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. anybody, but I
They are
believe
electric cars,
yeah, these are battery powered. So that is kind of one thing that some people may think they can refuel straight away, but you can't recharge straight away. So that is something that in improving the speed of charging is probably one of the main focuses when coming up with these new electric cars, I would imagine. But saying that, they do have pretty good range. You can. It's not often you're going to be driving more than about 400 miles in a day, so you can just put it in your garage on a charger overnight, and you're good to go. There's Lee just setting up a shot. Not sure how he's got the tripod there. Looks very interesting.
Bit of rain going on though. We've got a bit of a rainy windshield until the guy puts his wipers on.
Jerry, I'm going to pass this back to you. I've got it set up on back camera at the moment. Did you know you can change it?
There we go. There we go.
Sweet.
There was about 15 cars in total taking part in this challenge today.
Yes, 15.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the event? Who is actually paying for these cars? Is it research and development money? Is it who's sponsoring the cars? I mean, these things must cost a lot of money to put together.
Yeah, these actually are professional teams from companies and also universities around China. So the Association of China's automobile, like these academies and like these national level institutes, they organize this. This is already the third time, like as the Smart China Expo was the third time. And this is the third day competition. That, as you see, we go through the whole route before, right, with Barrett and with Jerry. It's called the application of the autonomous cars because it's on the open road. Before 2 days competition, that they are tested in a urban traffic scenario, but it's in a designated area, like that. So they have a lot of challenges set for them, like traffic lights and the sudden passerby over, like the people, and also cars stopping in front of them, like etc. Like that challenges. And this time today, we are in this car, just feel ourselves in this self-driving car, to see how it works actually. But with many people sit around me, I don't feel afraid. But if I'm alone, I would feel afraid. Like when the cars will just move itself, and I would sit next to it, I think I would feel afraid for like nobody around me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Alex, you there?
Yeah, 快来3个大坑。
Yeah, I'm here, Jerry. Just letting you guys run this stream because we're basically running with your camera here. So just updating the audience and what's kind of going on a little bit more.
All right. So here's the thing: the Barretts are trying to get back online. Lee is busy setting up shots. The guy is busy getting ready to take us back. And Sce Ol just said that she's happy to be in these cars as long as there's passengers with her. But yeah, man, it's a fantastic experience. I can show you guys here that this car is equipped with so many technology. It's not even true, man. There's a keyboard in the holder at the back. I've never seen this, man. Look at this. So these guys just drive. They sit here behind the driver. They update some software. They capture some data. And this all goes back to the universities and companies to better this car. So, man, I don't know. I just think this is a fantastic. This thing even has a sunroof. How cool is that? Look at that.
Double sunroof.
A double sunroof. There's rain falling on it. we are driving in a car with a sunroof and a guy with his hands off the steering wheel. How cool's that? On a Monday.
On a Monday.
On a Monday, brother. On a Monday. So is there any... hello? Do you have any questions in the side chat for us? I've got the Barretts in the car. We've got Lee in the front just to update everyone. I've got Ollie Barrett right next to me, right there. And I've got Sce from iChongqing. Do you guys have any questions? I can shoot it through to the guys and they will answer.
Yeah, I'm just looking in your feeds. We will tomorrow during the event have the chat going. Sometimes it's an ongoing issue. If you're just joining us from the Barrett channel, the live stream is sometimes muted just solely because it's a problem between StreamYard and YouTube.
Absolutely. The people need to understand. They can leave messages on the Barrett's channel, but we are not able to read that, so it's fine.
Okay,
Ollie,
here's a question that's coming up. How does this car compare to the NIO self-driving cars?
Oh, how's this compared to the NIO self-driving cars? Well, first of all, I'm going to give this to Lee Barrett rather. Or you want to take it? Oh, okay. Ollie just got the comments on his phone for their chat. That's a first. That's awesome. So I'm going to pass this question to Lee Barrett. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I think, as far as I'm aware, NIO don't have self-driving cars that you can purchase yet. I think it's still, it's still all under development. There's no self-driving cars that are available to purchase yet. But NIO, I believe, have a program of self-driving cars similar to others. And what we learned this morning is, unlike in the West where different companies are developing self-driving cars, the government here has an initiative to pull all the data together in one. So all the companies developing stuff will share the technology, share the data. And I think that will allow it to develop faster, actually. Yeah.
I've got a question for you, Lee. As you're saying that all the developers are working together, do we have companies like Huawei and that are involved in the technology there to help these cars advance more?
So Lee, there's another question for you. Alex want to know, is Huawei involved in business like this? Automated cars and stuff.
They have. I believe they were producing some software, but their really role is the 5G infrastructure more than anything else.
Okay, yeah. So they focus more on the 5G, Alex. Apparently, you can tell from the dashboard the car is battery powered. Yeah, that is true. Do you guys want to shoot a question to Ollie Barrett?
I can read a couple of comments coming in if you like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you are on. Okay, cool. So, Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Ollie, just want to read a couple of comments from their channel. There's a lot of comments coming in, so...
Not from our channel, these are from others, but I'll read
Okay. Okay, let's go.
So we got Mexicanos in China says, "Hi guys, nice to see you guys hanging out together." Syncmaster says, "You can tell from the dashboard that the car is battery powered." Okay, that's good to know. Ryan Shiflett is in here. That's a familiar name. Good to see you again. How does the car compare to NIO's self-driving cars? Well, that's hard for me to answer because I've never experienced an NIO self-driving car before. This is the first one I've ever been in, so I can't really compare it to anything else. So I do apologise, unless anyone else can take that. Hi from San Francisco and hi from New York City. And I no longer have access to them because I'm being kicked out.
All right. So I see there's a question. How many cameras are there in the car? So we've got one here mounted to the rooftop here, the sunroof. There's obviously cameras all over next. Well, maybe I can quickly go outside and show you guys. Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can find some cameras. Obviously, there's huge sensors on top of the car. I don't really see cameras on the body of the car unless these guys are so well equipped that it's maybe inbuilt into the car itself. But I don't really see cameras apart from that, and obviously these. Oh, okay, so he knows. Oh, he just told me. That is where the camera actually is.
There's a dual camera.
So there's a dual camera and there's one big camera over there. So they basically sit on the windscreen. How crazy is that? That is the eyes that is driving this car. Is right there in the windscreen, right?
Yeah.
And what is your name?
My name is Liu.
Look, are you part of this team?
Yeah, I'm part of this.
And apparently you've got the best team, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So he just showed us the cameras there. I'm gonna hand my camera to Lee Barrett, maybe, if you guys wanna get some proper reporting on the ground. So I'm gonna hand over to Lee.
Thanks for that, Jerry.
What do you want me to do, mate?
Hold on for me. They just want to have a quick chat with you. Let me get Lee on for you guys. All right, there we go. That's fine. Okay, Lee. There's some earphones. Oh yeah. You've got.
I can't because
Okay, Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got a question. Questions coming in is, are you guys in the city or on a racetrack? This is from Galiber Wings.
No, it's in the city. They've closed a few roads for this, but we are in the city.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there anything else? I'm going to give the camera to Lee that he can take it from here. That's fine, mate. Let me get...
So if you've just joined us, basically what's happening here is part of the iChongqing, Lee Barrett, This Is China, Jerry, are going in driverless cars throughout an obstacle track in Chongqing here, and basically testing out brakes, testing out the weather conditions, testing out speed, and testing out obstacles that are in the road. And it's kind of man against the machine. There are professional drivers there and students and other, intellectually properties that have put together these cars to challenge each other to try to get the most precise driving out of autonomous cars. Are we correct on that, Lee?
Yeah, well, it's a number of universities and companies that are all developing autonomous driving technology, and this is a sort of competition to see who's furthest along the road with that. So different universities, different companies have all come together. There's 15 in total, and over 3 days they've set up various challenges, obstacles, different kinds of driving, urban driving, highway driving, stuff like that, just to see how all their different company systems perform, because there's sort of competing technologies at the moment. So there's LiDAR technology, there's camera technology, and then there's AI and technology based, and then some are based on driving models which are pre-programmed. And we were talking to a professor earlier, and he was still suggesting that, we're still some maybe 5 to 10 years away with development of actually having fully autonomous level 5 cars on the road. There's still a lot of work to do, apparently, but they are making progress.
Do you notice a difference between the cars, Lee? I mean, there's 15 different cars there. Is something better than the other, or is it more of everybody's trying to up their game? Is this like the F1 of driverless cars?
That's something I can't really comment on, simply because we've only been involved in going in one. The competition has actually been going. We're not actually involved in the competition. We are just getting some rides in some of the cars, but I think we've been in the same car. Sorry about this. We've been in the same car, so I can't really comment on that because I'm not sure. I did talk to a guy who seems to think that they're all pretty evenly matched. But as I say, we've only been in one. We haven't been in different ones.
Okay, another question that came in is it raining there? Of course, we can see some rain. Wonder how well the car's cameras and sensors will run during the bad weather.
Yeah, well, I asked this question to a professor earlier, and he says that's something that is obviously very fundamental when they're developing this technology. And I think that's why some of the systems use both cameras and radar, because you know, different ones perform better or not so good in different conditions. So they use, you can actually see some of the sensors on the top of the car here. So they've got various. There's a radar sensor there on the top. You can possibly see that. But they do have lots of sensors to cope with all those different weather conditions. It is raining here. It's not raining very heavily at the moment, but it doesn't seem to have affected the performance of the cars whatsoever.
And I mean, my curiosity is, I mean, you know, that's a rainy climate is one thing, but also getting into a cold climate that we have in North America or even Russia. I mean, up into these really, really cold areas. I know that you had some experience just recently of actually working on I guess it was a digger or something remotely when you were in another
That's
region.
correct.
I mean,
yeah, that's correct. I think something that has just sort of jogged my memory about when you talk about different conditions. So one thing we were talking to a guy about this morning is that a car which is tuned for autonomous driving on Chinese roads will not be any good on American roads, and vice versa, because the driving style is very, very different. You know, it's a very different driving style here in China to it would be in the UK or it would be in America. So these cars, oh, I'm sorry. These cars have got to be, it's all right, somebody wants to take a photo of me and I was walking in the wrong place. These cars are going to have to be kind of tuned for each region they're deployed in to take account of the different driving styles of the people of that country, because there's going to be a long period where autonomous vehicles as well as driver vehicles are on the roads together. And this causes quite a big challenge for autonomous driving.
I got another question for you, Lee, here. It says, can the car run in the night without streetlights?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have sensors that are you know, no problem in darkness. Obviously, there'll be a sort of level of darkness, but they use radar technology as well as cameras, and they both complement each other. So I think there's no
another
problem
question that's come in is, are there any estimates on when this kind of car will operate publicly?
Well, the professor we spoke to this morning still thinks it's at least 5 years out.
And do you feel that the Chinese are investing more time and money than maybe other nations on this type of technology?
Well, I think the big difference is that it's government led here. So I mentioned earlier that. So for example, you take like in the States, you've got Google and Tesla. They both developing systems, but they don't share the data. What's being set up here is all the companies that are developing systems. The government has set up a central data store, so they will all feed the traffic data, the road data into that central system. So all the companies developing can pull data from that central system. And they believe that will accelerate the rate of development, because they will ultimately have so much more data, because they'll have like 20 or 30 developers all feeding their test data and their on the road data into that one central computer system.
So can you tell us, Lee, what this event is and how it ties into the event that we're doing tomorrow, a pretty big live stream that we've organized for tomorrow? How does this event, the iVista and the Expo, kind of tie in with each other? How does that work for the audience?
Say that again, Alex, because I didn't catch what you said there, mate.
So we're at the iVista Autonomous Driving Challenge. Now, you're in Chongqing and you're attending the Smart Expo. So how does the iVista and the Smart Expo kind of gel together? How is this whole event over the next couple of days? What can we expect?
Yeah, I think it's really just to show off the sort of technology. It's an annual event they have here, so anything that's technology based will be happening this period of time. So there's a lot of media cover it, and I think tomorrow we'll probably go and see some of the underlying technology that is used in autonomous driving, I believe.
Any reason why they picked Chongqing to do this?
I have no idea. I've really no idea. I know that Chongqing, certainly from a traditional vehicle manufacturer, is quite a big manufacturing area within China. So traditional cars, traditional motorbikes, and things like that. So I guess it's just a progression. Those sort of traditional vehicles will ultimately, turn into autonomous vehicles, and there's a large manufacturing base here in Chongqing for that.
Because, think about, where you are in Chongqing. I mean, I remember you telling us in one of your recent videos that they are some of the leaders in laptop technology. They lead the race on that.
They manufacture a huge amount of laptops here, which are shipped to all over Europe. So they manufacture for most of the big brands here.
And as well as a motorcycle factory too. I mean, one of the largest in the world as well.
Yeah. We actually have a video coming out in the not too distant future about e-bike assembly plants here in Chongqing. So that they are very into motorcycle and automotive manufacture here.
And it's from my understanding, and doing some research in Chongqing, that they do have quite a test racetrack around the city there. I've seen it from an aerial view.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
I'm not familiar with that, but I know the roads are pretty demanding here. It's a very sort of hilly city, and a lot of, as you can see here, a lot of roads have these kind of like crash barriers that I'd sort of suspect of being like a Formula One race, because they don't hang about. I mean, the taxi drivers are really kind of aggressive here compared to back in Shenzhen. But I suppose it's because they do have such a varied variety of roads here in Chongqing. That's one of the reasons they're using this place, I guess.
I just want to say a shout out to a few people that are in the chat today. Michael, Lily, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you very much for your videos in support of these channels like This Is China, the Barrett channel, Reported by Media. I want to give you a big shout out. He's a person that's just has a new channel. So thank you very much, Michael, for the content that you've been providing and the support that you've been giving us. We greatly appreciate that and look forward in the future to maybe having you on the show. So we jumped inside. Where are we now? Are you in the van back to the city, or what's going on?
Yeah, it seems as though we're back in the van going back to the sort of city or the start line. I'm not quite sure where we go, but I presume back up to the start line now. So I guess we're kind of coming towards the end of what we've been doing here.
And tomorrow we'll get this thing fixed with the chat that was disabled on your channel today. Ollie and I will work on that to make sure that we get that sorted for the big stream tomorrow. What time are we going live tomorrow, China? Is it 3 p.m. tomorrow?
I think it's 3 p.m. Yes, that's correct.
And you're going to be there. Jerry's going to be there as well, and I think Xiao.
Yeah, I think Zhao and Jerry and us, and I'm not quite sure who else. There might be others, but I'm not 100% sure. Right, I'm going to hand back to Jerry now. So
thanks, Lee.
I'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, what's good, Alex?
Hi, Jerry. How are you? Thank you for doing that. You get Connection and Phone of the Day award. Okay.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Listen, I just want to
listen, guys. I just wanted to tell the audience we did this kind of last minute as quickly as we could get together. Tomorrow's stream is going to be much more action-packed. We're going to have Cyrus Jensen in the studio, myself, Alex Absolute, Jerry from This in China, the Barretts, as well, and iChongqing team down live at the Smart Expo online, seeing all the cool stuff tomorrow. And we will be in the studio and following you guys around tomorrow. So I really appreciate that. We'll get all these little hiccups done for tomorrow. We'll get the Barrett's chat ready to rock, and we're going to have quite a busy day tomorrow at 3 p.m. China time. So do not forget, we will have that link up tonight so you guys can hit that notification bell. Jerry, anything else you want to add to the thing today?
Yeah, just before we say goodbye, I'll let everyone wave everyone goodbye. But listen, I just want to tell the audience, the Barrett channel, your channel, all the channels, thank you for tuning in. I haven't read any comment on my channel, so I will go read the comments once I get back to the hotel room. Thank you so much for everyone. Remember to hit that like button on all the channels. It helps us a lot. So with that said, I want everyone to say goodbye, and then we will be signing off from Chongqing.
3 p.m. China time tomorrow. 3 p.m. China time tomorrow for the live stream at Smart Expo, and we're going to have a lot of cameras down there.
Absolutely. So here's the Barretts. You want to say goodbye, guys?
Take care.
Cheers. There's Lee, and we've got Xiao at the back and some other people. And from my side, guys, see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Cheers. Have a good one.